Okay, 2021, week 6. It's time for the vlog. Let's talk about it. Coming up. We're looking at a short week because I was home for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday and rolled on Tuesday morning. So it's going to be a shorter week than normal, but let's rock with it and see if we can't find some interesting footage to take a look at as we're going down the road. We've looked at many of the beautiful sights outside of the front windshield. Let's look at a difficult backing situation where you have to figure out how you're going to put 75-foot truck in a dock that certainly does not look like it was meant to take 75 foot of truck. Okay, we're going to speed up him putting all those chains on. Look at him go lickety-split. All right, once he gets out of the way, I have to figure out how to get this trailer up against that dock so that I can get it unloaded. It's going to be fun. Now, keep in mind, I'm completely in a circle turn. And that's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to turn in a complete circle so that my trailer is facing that direction. There's an overhead satellite view of what we're working with here. It's not a lot of space. But I managed to get the trailer up against the dock, leaving my tractor turned at an angle so people could still come in and out of the driveway while we got this unloaded. It's a lot of fun. From this angle, it looks pretty easy. Here's what it looks like from the dock. Not too bad, right? Now, keep in mind, there's no making a left turn to get out of here. I'm going to have to make a complete circle and make sure I don't hit that fence on the way out. Just adds to the fun. All right, on Wednesday, I'm going to throw up some video with some music behind it because I want you to see Spaghetti Junction Dallas style. I had to show that footage. That is what I live to see out here. The majestic cities that I'm passing through, and Dallas is certainly one of them. Anybody remember that television show, Who Shot JR there, that cliffhanger where we were watching Dallas? We watched a soap opera, you believe it? Now, what I came to Dallas for was to get to this drop lot. This has got to be the roughest, toughest drop lot I've ever seen. It's in a bad neighborhood. It's got security. It's got potholes. I mean, it's got some serious potholes, things that'll swallow a vehicle. But what it does have is a great view of Dallas, and you're about to see it. Now, there's going to be some trucks in the way, and there's going to be some trees in the way, and then it's all going to open up, and we're going to see a great shot of Dallas's skyline. Now, this is a skyline. I'm sure for anyone from Dallas can recognize this skyline from anywhere. Look at that building off to the right. Does that look familiar? Have I found the tri-state area? Well, probably not. It does look a little bit different. This is a drop lot. This is where companies pay for a certain number of parking places, and there are also drivers who will pay for a place so they can park their truck when they're home for weekends. You see all the different companies here: Prime, Warner, Cheeseman. There are a lot of companies in this lot. And yes, that was razor wire on the fences. On Thursday was nothing but a drive day. I got 723 miles, which is a personal record in a single drive shift. This is what I was looking for all day long, the place I was going to shut the truck down. I picked a rest area because it was at the very edge of my clock, and I was running out of my 11-hour clock and needed to find a place to park. You know that I always like to park in the last available spot because it's less trucks I have to negotiate to get out. The second to the last spot opened up, and I was able to pull into the spot. Now, the truck to my left is a little far forward, which is going to make things a little more difficult if he's still there in the morning. I will be leaving at about 3 a.m., and I know that wet ground is going to be a sheet of ice when it's time to go. Friday, I went to the terminal. I picked up another load and headed out. While the winter sure does look beautiful out the window, it's cold out there, people. Icy ground does present some other problems, such as sliding the tandems. We have to move the tandems on the backs of the trailers so that we are correct with our weight. It does add to the fun. As truck drivers, our lives are run by 4 clocks. These 4 clocks dictate when we can drive, when we have to park, when we have to take a 30-minute rest break, and when our 70-hour clock runs out, we have to take a 34-hour reset. Basically, you pick some comfortable place to shut down that you're going to be stuck at for a day and a half. A new feature I found in Trucker's Path: when you're planning a trip, you're able to actually put your hours of service in, and it'll tell you where you need to take a break on the road. That's a pretty cool feature. For those that aren't drivers or are thinking about it, we have an 8-hour clock, which moves when we drive, whenever we're in the drive status, and every 8 hours you have to take a 30-minute break to reset that clock. We have an 11-hour drive clock, which is how many hours you are allowed to drive in a day. The 14-hour clock is the shift clock. Once we start our shift for the day, we have 14 hours before we have to get those 11 hours in or shut down. And the 70-hour cycle is how many hours you can drive in 8 days. And that's the vlog for this week. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Follow for more content. I'm going to try to evolve these vlogs into something that I like better and that you guys like better. Be sure to give me feedback down below.